afternoon. My name is Teresa Powerski, and I'm the Area Director for Business Development for Civitas Senior Living. We are here doing a demo for one of our healthy meals that we have here at Arabella of Red Oak. And I'm here with our chef today.
Hello, I'm Gregorio Martinez. I'm the chef right here on Arabella of Red Oak.
And what do you have prepared for us today?
We're going to do some grilled chicken and some grilled vegetables.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We're excited to see. Here today interviewing a dietitian for National Nutrition Awareness Month. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm Tanesha Alexander and dietitian here at Willow. In
the spirit of our National Awareness Month, we wanted to just talk through some of the items to give some education to our audience. So when we talk through our National Awareness Month and some of the education, what are some of the things that come to your mind regarding that?
All right, what your diet looks like.
Okay.
Me personally, not a red meat eater. Just cut out red meat fully. Don't eat pork. I'm basically a chicken, fish, shrimp girl.
Yeah.
And I can literally rotate it every day. I'm big on veggies.
Great.
Very big on veggies. Veggies are very important to your health. What a healthy diet looks like. Let's start with the meat. Nice portion size meat, like I say, not big on red meat at all. Red meat takes a long time to process in the body versus chicken versus fish.
Okay.
So that's why I don't eat it. Pork, if you have health conditions with high blood pressure, that typically raises the blood pressure level. And that's why I don't eat pork. It runs in my family and I just don't eat it just for that reason. I've noticed when you eat certain pork, it kind of raises the blood pressure level, so I just cut it out of my diet completely, and I've been off of it maybe like 8 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. What are some of the things that you talk to when you have a new patient coming to you for a consult?
Okay. First, I start with a preference check, see what it is that they like and they don't like.
Okay.
So just say if they don't eat carrots, okay, what is a vegetable that I can get you versus not giving you any?
Okay.
Because a good diet very much consists of a vegetable. So I definitely start with the preference check and I go from there.
Okay, great. Are there certain recommendations for a protein, vegetable, or carb that you talk through different educational pieces with them on?
Definitely a protein, for sure. We need protein each meal. Each meal. I have a vegetarian here.
Okay.
And pretty much she substitutes her protein for beans. She doesn't like eggs. So in this setting here, we give her extra beans, we give her extra bread and extra veggies.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That's nice to be able to accommodate and to adjust to different preferences. Great.
Yeah, instead of just not having nothing at all, we pretty much try to reiterate something where she can always have a nice portion size plate. Not losing too much weight where she won't have to get a different supplement of a protein, like protein shakes or something of the sort like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So why do you feel National Nutrition Month is important?
You get to feel better. When you eat right, you definitely feel better. When you dress right, you feel right.
Yeah.
Same thing. When you eat right, you feel better.
Right.
Just to be honest, when I cut out pork, actually at one point I cut out pork and fried foods.
Okay.
I literally was not sluggish at all. Like I had more energy. I felt better. I could move more. I kept up better with the kids. And it just made me feel better altogether as a person.
Okay. Good. And probably finding a community that kind of is helping to support that.
True.
Being able to to help support like your new habits and your new nutrition and your new lifestyle, maybe sharing recipes and
Yes.
finding different ways to collaborate on that.
Yes, ma'am.
So what would be like a good example of a standard breakfast in the morning for somebody who has some blood sugar issues that they're trying to work through to get that stabilized first thing in the morning?
If it's a blood sugar and it's a low blood sugar,
Okay.
orange juice always bring the blood sugar up where it needs to be.
Okay.
And that's without the food. But I would go oatmeal, any type of hot cereal or cold cereal
Okay.
that you would like, eggs, bread, wheat bread.
Okay.
When it comes to sugar, I would do wheat bread, and I said eggs and a nice fruit on the side, of fresh fruit instead of canned fruit. We do fresh fruit with the blood sugar because the canned fruit sits inside of syrup and that contains a lot of sugar within itself.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. And if somebody was looking to get additional resources and start the path going down healthy eating, where would somebody look to get additional resources?
I
Where
would
would they
start with my local nutritionist.
Oh, okay.
Local nutritionist or Google, it seems to have everything
Yeah.
on there. You know, if you don't know where your local nutritionist is, or speak with your doctor, they can always refer you to one.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that you could just go directly to your primary care doctor
can
and
go
they
to
can refer to you.
yes, ma'am, and they
Okay.
can refer you to a nutritionist.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay, great. So, can you tell me the difference between healthy eating of cooking at home versus the maybe some of the benefits or drawbacks of eating out at a restaurant?
Me personally, I believe that most restaurants are processed.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes, it's very rare that you're going to get fresh. Fresh is always the key. Fresh is always better. Fresh veggies. You know, so I would prefer to cook at home versus than going and dine out
Okay.
all the time, because most of it is processed food. And if you're big on fresh food or fresh meat, fresh veggies, a peeled potato versus whipped, maybe instant potatoes, that's what I think. I definitely believe on that.
Okay. So if you had to give a recommendation to one of your clients that you're working with, would you give them a kind of a guideline to fall within, maybe of so many times like per month of trying to stay with like home cooked meals versus dining out, or to select certain items from a restaurant menu versus...
Definitely select certain items. If it's a weight loss, maybe if you're trying to do a weight loss, you won't want to eat so much of eating out. You can always count your calories inside the house with more of the fresh fruit and stuff like that, versus just going to the restaurant and having a chance of not knowing.
Right.
And if you eating at home, you can always know, hey, I'm only supposed to have one slice of bacon, one egg, or egg whites, or versus going to the inside the restaurant.
Right. Right. Okay. That makes a great point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would definitely more of a cook home person than a eat out.
Right. Right. Yeah. And you can probably help kind of monitor like your sodium that you're putting into your food at home versus at a restaurant. You might not be able to help monitor that.
Correct. Definitely won't be able to.
Good. And then probably cooking at home too. Like if you have young ones at home, they get to kind of watch you learn how to cook at home and pick up on those healthy habits.
I have a 5-year-old. He loves to stay by mom in the kitchen.
Good.
He loves it.
Wonderful.
He definitely chips in and help when he's allowed to.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, what a great memory to create.
Yep. That beats going to the restaurant and that experience versus having a great experience at home.
Wonderful.
I'm big on eating at home, cooking. I maybe cook 6 times out of a week.
Good. That's great to hear. Wonderful. Great. Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you all for joining us. And feel free to post any comments or questions below, and we will respond below with any answers that you have. But thank you so much for joining us, and have a great day.